Well, hey there, howdy folks, it's Doug again. Good morning. I made a video last night. I wanted to say something. It's been on my mind. It's always on my mind, to be honest. I've never seen a picture of my child. I've always wanted to have a child, right? And it was one of the things that I actually wanted to have. And it turned out to be, like, so much worse. I've never seen a picture of my daughter, my supposed daughter. My ex-wife took me to, well, I gotta go into a little bit of background here. My ex-wife's mom, her mom, we moved in with her mom. My ex-wife is 7 years older than I am. She's much older than I am. She graduated high school in 1995 when I was in 5th grade. So she's older than me. And when we got married, she wanted to live with her mom. And I obliged her because I wanted to have children in wedlock. So I did what it took to make that possible. And it turned out to be so bad for me. I wish it's hard to say. I wish I didn't do that. I'm sorry. Let's see. My ex-wife, she was always worried about, like, imagine this is a vagina. She was always worried about the shape of her vagina and how much money we had, as if that matters. I've never seen a picture of this child. My ex-wife is a psychologist. I mean, she has a bachelor's degree in psychology from Michigan State. And my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, she has a PhD in psychology. So it's such a terribly long story that I'm gonna spare you. But my perspective is, I went out of my way to have this child. I wanted to have a child. I wanted to rear a child. I wanted to have someone on this planet that I could actually get along with. And now, imagine that your kid is taken away from you, being raised by ISIS. All right, so the Islamic State. Your kid is being raised by the Islamic State. Do you really? I mean, I've never seen a picture of her. She's almost 2 years old now, and I've never seen a picture of her. Every day that goes by, I care less, and that sucks for me to say. Honestly, it does. I never cheated on my wife. When we were married, I never cheated on her. I had every opportunity to do that. Like this extremely great bisexual woman who was just like blonde and skinny and like sexual. Like we would hang out and drink. And she offered herself to me a couple times, and I always turned her down. I swear to God. So I can sleep with a clear conscience. Like, I did everything it took to not be a bad guy. And, but it is on record with the state of Michigan. She hit me. My ex-wife, she would wake up in the middle of the night. She had a dream that I was cheating on her. So she woke up, totally conscious, and punched me in the eyeball. Right here. And you can ask a lot of people. I told this to a couple different people. It's not uncommon knowledge. She would get mad and she would throw like a coffee cup at my face. I never hit her. Never, not once. And I yelled at her. I did. That sucks. And I feel bad about that. I didn't mean to upset her. She left on the last day of my vacation that year. She left on January 11th. I worked for my job, but I had time off of school. Sucks. In retrospect, like, yeah, there's more I could have done, but I still feel like after everything that happened. Okay, she's an Odawa Indian. She took me to Odawa Indian Court. Her mom's Odawa Indian. And they're both female. And she took me to a Odawa Indian court where they had an Odawa Indian female Indian Odawa judge. And I'm a white guy. in retrospect, like, I didn't have a chance. Honestly, like, I just went in there and told the truth. Like, I was mad at her. I said some shit that I shouldn't have said, but she beat me. she, it's hard for me to say that, even that she just beat me. She threw things at me. She fucking punched me in the face, my eye, and but no, I've never seen a picture. I've never even seen a picture of this kid, and all I've asked for the whole time is, can I have a paternity test? I know we were married at the time, but I would really like to have a paternity test. Can I have a paternity test now? Paternity, paternity, paternity. If I would just know, like, I want it to be mine. I would like this daughter to be mine. Her name is Alora, and I would like her to be mine. But it would also be nice to have a picture of her and a paternity test, because I'm not a super bad criminal or whatever. So, with that being said, it's always on my mind. I think about it on a daily, regular basis, and I guess I just kind of wanted to know your folks' opinion. The story is just like so much more in depth, and I'm already going over time here, so I'm gonna let you go. You don't have to respond, but in my opinion, like, as a male, it's really hard for me to be attached to a child that I've never seen a picture of. I've never held her. Uh, Her name is Leach. Alora Leach is, you know, on her birth certificate. Supposedly, I've never seen the birth certificate. It's really hard for me to take that other person's word for that, but I kind of do. I wanted to have a kid. That was one of the things that I wanted, um, and it is what it is. So I can go into this a whole hell of a lot more. Like, all the stories I have on this one is just crazy. So for what that's worth, I appreciate if you are still watching. Thanks, and please feel free to leave me a comment or two. For that, for watching, thanks again, and have a great day. Have the best day possible. Bye bye.